Hey, what is going on, Geminis? Butch here. I'm going to do the remainder of June read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Geminis? What's going on for the Geminis? Yes. What message do we have for June 2023? All right, Gemini. So the first thing that I see, Gemini, is I feel like there is this particular connection, and I feel like this is already something that you're dealing with. Now with this person, I feel like from time to time, it seems more like a friendship than a relationship, like you're best friends, but I feel like the relationship part, I feel like it's back and forth, and I feel like I feel like there's a lot of struggle with you and this person. It's almost like you both know what you want, but it feels like you're always on different pages. Like it's almost like it feels like they're, when you want to commit, they don't want to commit. And when they want to commit, it's almost like you've had enough of it. And I feel like it causes a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of struggle. I feel like there's, I get a lot of chaotic energy. We have the Tower. I feel like when this is good, it's epic. I feel like everything just flows with this person. I feel like you couldn't be any closer to someone, and they feel like they couldn't be any closer to you. But then there's moments when it feels like your world's apart. And I feel like that's when the conflict happens. That's when that chaos sits in. Like I said, it's like you're on two different pages. 1 minute you want more. The next minute when they want more. And you kind of had enough of it. It's almost like I said, it's almost like you're taking turns wanting to be in this. With this person, I feel like there's a lot of overthinking. It's almost like they show up for you. There's times when they show up for you. They put in the work. But it's almost like too little too late. Or I'm not feeling that right now. Where were you when I wanted it? And there's a lot of that going on with this. But like I said, when things are great, there's nobody else you'd want to be with, nobody else they'd want to be with. It takes away that anxiety, feeling like you're exactly where you're meant to be. And it's frustrating at times because it feels like there's some times when you're just on two different planes completely. And it feels like it's more of a friendship. It's more platonic than romantic. From them, I get a sense that they put in the work sometimes. It's almost like they feel like it's being thrown back in their face because it's not the time that you wanted it. But for you, I feel like sometimes it feels like it's half-assed. It's not really committed. It's not really commitment. It's more like they're just doing what they think you want them to do. And I feel like that may irritate you even more. That may cause more conflict. But they know what they want. This person doesn't want anybody else. They want to be with you. There's nobody else for them. They feel like you're their person. they just, like I said, I feel like we're not syncing up properly. And that's where a lot of this chaotic energy is coming from. It's like we're not on the same page. Why are we doing this? Why does this feel like more like a friendship? You know, why can't they show up for you without you asking for it? You know, because by the time you ask for it, it's almost like it's too late. Like you're telling, you know, there's times when you tell them what you want, but they're like, you know, that's already the point of irritation. Like you're already irritated at that point when you're telling them what you want instead of them just doing. Because it's almost like when you tell them what you want and then they do it, they're just doing it because you told them to do it. You know, and like I said, I feel like there's moments when they do show up for you, but like I said, it almost feels scripted. It doesn't feel genuine. You know, and like I said, they react to that with looking at the negatives instead of the positives. You know, I feel like as of yet, you've had a hard time finding balance with this person. You know, we have that temperance in reverse, not being able to find that happy medium. You know, you either love each other or you hate each other. And I feel like that's where we're, you know, not literally hate each other, but I feel like there's moments when you're just so irritated with this person. It's like you don't want to see them. That's when they decide to show up for you. But, you know, what I see here is, I mean, I feel like this is your soulmate. You know, I feel like you're exactly where you're meant to be. And I feel like this is, you know, this connection, this bond that you have with this person, that's why you never seem to be able to let go. And that's why they never seem to be able to let go. And like I said, it's like watching a movie with someone where they've seen the beginning and you've seen the end. You know, it's like you're not on the same page. Like, you know what you want to happen. They know what they did. You know, like I said, it's like two people watching a movie. And the one person has watched the first half of the movie and the other person's watched the other half of the movie. You know, we just got to link that up and sync it up. Get on the same page here. You know, because what I do see is this person does truly care and they do want to put in the work. I just feel like they need to be better at reading you, and I feel like they're getting better at it, but I feel like that's caused a lot of the conflict as of up until now. You know, almost, I mean, we have the Two of Pentacles juggling too much at once. You know, you want something from this person, they're not really giving it to you, but when they do give it to you, it's at the wrong time. I apologize, it's summer here. Or it's hot out. Anyway, I got the window open. You know, but like I said, I mean, I feel like this person, they are honest about their feelings, and they're going to continue to be honest about their feelings. And I feel like they just need to get on the same page, and I feel like they will do that. You know, I do see a huge transformation in this person, you know, moving forward. You know, I feel like like I said, they're not seeing what's right in front of them. They just feel like when they show up, they're being pushed away. You know, and I feel like they're misinterpreting the situation. You want them to show up without telling them to show up. You know, and that's what they're not seeing. It's right in front of them, but they're not seeing it. But I feel like they are going to get it because, like I said, with that Death card, I see a huge transformation in this person. I feel like they're finally, you know, understanding you more. And I feel like a lot of the problems that you have with this person is they truly didn't understand you in the beginning. They want to, though. They really do. And that's one thing that I feel like is important in this. You know, they really do want to understand you. And they're really putting in the effort. And for someone, like, I know Geminis. My best friend's a Gemini. Rose is a Gemini. So I understand that sometimes Geminis can be hard to read. Even though I know I've been told this over and over again by my best friend and by Rose. You know, that I'm not reading it right. You know what I mean? It's almost like sometimes it feels like you're reading a book, But then when you get to the second page, it's another page from a different book altogether. Again, sometimes it's hard to keep on track because it feels like sometimes you feel like you're getting a little lost in the story. And I feel like that's all this person is. They're just a little lost in the story. You know, they're having a hard time understanding that you want them to show up for you without being told. It's almost like this person is waiting for the cue for you to tell them what to do. But I feel like they're growing, and I feel like they're coming to a point where they're actually making up decisions for themselves. And I do see a lot of forward movement here. I do see a lot of happiness moving forward. You know, we have the Chariot and the Sun card. And like I said, I do feel like this person only thinks about you. They only want to be with you. There's absolutely... That's so annoying. They only think about you and they only want to be with you. But I feel like sometimes their frustration mounts and sometimes your frustration mounts with them. Well, like I said, I feel like when it's good, it's epic. You know, you couldn't ask for a better connection. But it's the bad that we got to clear up here. You know, and like I said, I see a lot of happiness, a lot of forward movement, a lot of emotional fulfillment. You know, I feel like they finally found the translator. And they're finally picking the messages up and the hints up. Because one thing I know from the Geminis that I know is that sometimes they communicate at the point that they're already irritated. You know, rather than communicate before they're irritated. And I feel like that's one thing that this person really needs to learn about you and get better at. But like I said, I mean, this person just wants to reach out, grab you, and hold on to you. You know, they never want to let you go. And I feel like there is some times that this can get a little, like I said, in the chaotic moments, it can get a little toxic. But regardless of what most people say, I think I might get bashed for this, but I think in some relationships can withstand and improve and grow from a little bit of toxic energy. Not saying the toxic energy helps, but I'm saying I don't think all relationships have to end because it gets a little toxic. I feel like there's growth and we can move on from it. Now, if it's completely toxic, now that's a different story. But I feel like sometimes two people that want to be with each other but can't seem to find the common ground. And sometimes it gets a little chaotic. Sometimes it gets a little toxic. You know, sometimes there's some big blow-up fights. But with this person, I feel like no matter how much you get to the point, like I said, that love-hate relationships, sometimes you get to the point where you just can't stand this person. But then 10 minutes, an hour, a day later, you just can't wait to see them again. And that's how they feel about you. But like I said, the good news is I do feel like they're getting on. You know, I feel like they're finally catching up. You know, I do feel like this person's getting on board, and I feel like this person is getting better at reading what's going on around them. But like I said, some people are like that. It's like they're waiting for you to give them instructions. And some people don't want to give people instructions. And like I said, with the Geminis I know, it's almost like they don't really communicate about how they're feeling until you've already gotten under on their nerves. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm pissed off and I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong. But it's already past the point of you being able to fix it right now. But we got to learn to evolve from that. You know, if you're going to be with a Gemini, you got to learn. You know, you always got to be on the ball because Geminis are very intelligent. You know, and they're communicators, and they need you to communicate with them. They don't want to be telling you what to do. They don't want to tell you how to love them. They want you to figure that out on your own. And what I see here is this person is figuring it out. You know, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I mean, we have some Taurus and Virgo. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I think I already said that, but Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Sometimes I get lost. But yeah, like I said, I mean, everybody wants to be wanted. And they want you to know how to want them. You know, they want you to understand and grow I mean, obviously, first day you meet someone, you're not going to figure them out, generally. But when they want you to figure them out, they want you to figure them out. Especially when you have time invested. You know, it can be very frustrating. You know, knowing what you want from someone and them not giving it to you. But the good part is in this read is the fact that this person wants to give it to you. You know, they've been just following the manual up until now, and that's not how a relationship works. You know, you want to be with someone, you got to show up for them. You got to figure them out. But like I said, I do feel like this is moving forward. You know, I do feel like you're going to find that common ground. And I feel like it's going to be a great, you know, this connection is only going to get better as we move forward and as we learn from each other. You know, and for story time, it's like, you know, being with someone that you want to be with and trying to be that person they want you to be is, I feel like sometimes it can be impossible. You know, and you got to find your own way. It's almost like when you do a job, you got to find your own way to do it that works for you. But sometimes you got to be a little quicker on the ball because sometimes it's frustrating waiting. You know, people, like I said, the Geminis that I know, on the most part, you know, when they make the decision up they want to be with someone, you know, they have a tendency of taking their time with that. But when they make up their mind, they don't want to wait for you. You know, they want you to figure it out too. You know what I mean? It's like, because in general, what I've found with Geminis is they have a hard time finding someone that they want to be with. You know, they can have multiple relationships before they find someone they truly want to be with. But when they find someone they want to be with, they want to be wanted by that person. They want that person to show up for them. They want that person to be able to communicate with them. And I feel like the communication you have with this person, like I said, it is great when it's great. It's when it's not that we've got to clean that up. You know, but, you know, like I said, there is moments when it's going to get toxic. And friends and family are going to be trying to talk you out of this. But with this, it's like never say never. You know, this isn't over. You know, a new chapter is about to begin. And like I said, I do feel like this person is on board moving forward. You know, I feel like they've been trying to get on board. But like I said, it's almost like they're waiting for your instruction. And then that's not something that you're willing to do. I don't want to have to instruct someone how to show up. I don't want to have to tell someone what I want from them. And I don't want to have to tell someone how to do them. You know, it's like being with someone and you expecting something from them. You don't want to have to tell them what you expect from them. You want them to know you well enough to show up and do it without asking. And you also don't want to be spending time with someone and giving someone something without them giving you anything back in return. Because after a while, you know, you get a little jaded. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.